Pull up to the Twitch. This is where you can watch everything live and interact with chat. Link down below. All right, chat. What we got today is the Sassy Man era. You feel me? Now, chat. Y'all know. You know what I'm saying? The real sassy niggas. I need to cut down my curse. I feel like bro, because I was gonna say that word. That dude be cursing so much. I be picking off the slack. Listen though, y'all know all the dudes. They be, you know what I'm saying? They call me sassy. I'm not even sassy for real. I just been my never mind, bro. I'm gonna stop the video.
As a man, according to the internet's new rules, you officially get categorized as two groups nowadays. You're either group A.
Don't forget, I'm invincible.
Okay. Alpha niggas
Or you're either group
and shit like that.
A.
What the fuck?
On 3, we're gonna take a boomerang. We're gonna shake our bottles, okay? So 1, 2, 3.
You stupid, bro.
And I speak for all men when I say we only classify these and it's impossible to fit another category. Anyways, y'all, the talk of the interweb for the past couple of years has been that men are getting quote-unquote soft. But it's been really ramping up from last year to now when people have been talking more about it. And a majority of the time, the main people saying this are men online, obviously. Whether it just be a comment on a post, an alpha male podcaster saying humanity is falling because of it. But another category of people that I also haven't seen mentioned that say it too is women online. I always have to say this because people are sped. Not all women are like that. And
chat, I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. There's some women out here that like sassy men. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you, it's a real thing, bro. It's a real thing, bro. I seen a lot of stuff, bro. There's some women out here that go for sassy men. Not like that like boys. Not like the men that like boys. I'm talking about the men that like girls, but they just a little bit more sassy than the other ones. You feel me? But you know what I'm saying?
Say men need to be more manly and less sassy online. But usually the people I see mention that say it are the alpha gurus and male podcasters. And I don't usually see women mention in the conversation about it. They have another name for it too. They call it the quote-unquote Sassy Man Apocalypse. And how it works is it'll be a man posting something on TikTok of them doing a more feminine-like activity. Could be something like doing Pilates. And before someone's like, huh,
what is that?
Well, Tommy, those are perfectly normal activities that any gender can. Shut up! Calm your ass down. This ain't a Twitter comment section. We all know anyone can do these activities. Like, I don't have to explain when I say a feminine activity. And whenever a man posts him doing one of these activities, you'll at least get a couple of people in the comments saying, why is he acting so zesty or sassy? And it don't even gotta be something crazy for real. Like, a man could record himself and be drinking matcha in the video. And you'll have some people in the comments like, yo, bro,
chat, like,
that's
matcha cooler and smoother, you feel me?
Not pure black coffee. What am I gonna do with all these sassy men around? Like, why are you drinking the girly drinks? As a man on the internet, if you post you doing something like that, you really won't.
When I saw
if
that
you post
shit,
you doing something
running in that big ass treadmill is
thing, you'll get hate from men and women. And I think this whole thing stems from older generations. Since Gen Z and before was raised by older generations that usually followed the traditional ways, a lot of us have carried these ways to our adulthoods. And you can pick out the good and bad between the things that we were taught compared to now. I'm not here to be a therapist and get everyone's perspective on how that lifestyle has affected them for good or bad. There's traditional things that work for some people and some don't, simple as that. But there's definitely things we can all universally agree on that they were low-key tripping over as men back in the day. Looking back at it, I couldn't live as a man like 20 to 30 years ago because you had to be boring as and fit in or your ass was gonna get flamed. A good example is like wearing pink. Back then, would not dare to touch the color pink because they knew if they did, they would probably get roasted by their friends or their family would think they're zesty. Shoot, up until my element.
I'm not gonna lie. I know. Wait, when I was growing up, when I was younger, bro, like I know, probably like early 2000, that was probably a thing. But like when I was growing up, bro, like they were saying, you know what I'm saying, like pink is for like real men. You feel me? Type shit. And I only like. I think when I was younger, I only wear like a pink shirt to like perch or something. I think it was like one time. All the other shirts were like dirty. But you feel me? But yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. But we got that Playboy Max trend. All pink May. He dropping his album wearing all pink. You know what I'm saying? That's tough though. Then we got breast care awareness. bro, I'm not gonna lie. Pink low-key a comp color. Not low-key, it is a comp color. I ain't gonna lie.
Elementary school years, we still had that mindset. I'm not gonna lie, it didn't really change. And even something like skincare. Bro, you couldn't even take care of your skin without a potentially giving you like gay allegations. Men low-key lived like cavemen back then.
Niggas that be saying that is the niggas that got the razor bumps on their face and they got fucking asteroids connected to their jaw. No, bro, I'm washing my face with skincare routines and all types of shit. No, dude, you're not talking to me. You got a boulder on your forehead. Stop talking to me, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That's how it be sometimes, bro.
A lot of the fashion we wear too nowadays, they would think is zesty back then. You couldn't even put that on without getting the allegations. Like, it was just crazy. And I think the good thing about our generation is we're saying basic like, you can actually dress good and wash your face can happen without you getting the zesty allegations or being made fun of by your friends. But clearly some people are still entrenched into that old mindset. You got people like FitX Fearless, who I'm sure some of y'all have heard of, but if you don't know, he's another one of those alpha gurus who has his own course on how to become rich and handsome. And people actually pay to get advice on how to improve their looks from him.
Like these girls, they want Duke Dennis, they don't want me. It's not fair.
They want Duke Dennis. Yo, can we stop with this Duke Dennis glaze, bro? He's another human like us. I'm not gonna hold you. That ass. Let's be serious. Let's be realistic here. The reason why all the girls be tripping on Duke Dennis and shit, he got money. Then he grew dread. Then, you know what I'm saying, at that time, all the dreadheads were getting glazed. Like, can we stop tripping on these dick dudes? You know what I'm saying? The crazy statement. All the girls don't want me because I'm not a Duke Dennis. My nigga, you look like Agent. Let's not pass through it. You got the forehead like that. Let's chill, bro.
Shut the hell up.
Duke they want the jewelry, rich guy. They want everything. They don't want a regular Joe.
He built himself.
Duke Dennis.
Ain't nobody gave that dude shit. He built himself. You motherfucker get every dude at the finish line and be like, oh, why do women want him? Because he tried.
And he's one of those people I feel like that holds a traditional mindset from the past.
I don't know how I feel about those type of shit, bro. I feel like that shit so corny.
Now. Like, he just hates any man that wears something baggy and thinks it looks childish. And he has multiple videos of him.
Oh my god, I don't know why I started laughing at that shit. Probably because the big ass pants.
Because he's always complaining about the new
killing that shit. Why he start killing that shit though?
Rocking now. Like, he just hates any man that wears something baggy and thinks it looks childish. And he has multiple videos of him saying it makes you look homeless and dumb.
I'm gonna keep telling y'all dress like little kids. I don't care what anybody say, bro. The classy man is always the best looking man. Nobody could beat that guy. I don't give a damn what you say, bro. I don't give a damn about no new trends. These baggy clothes bullshit. You idiots think look cool. You don't look like a man. I don't give a damn what you think. Stop wearing baggy clothes. They make you look homeless. The losers on the internet want you to believe that a guy who dressed classy, a guy who wears fitted clothes, something is wrong with him. Not the guy who looks homeless and wears baggy clothes that is quote unquote comfortable. The problem with this is you don't command respect with your image.
I'm sorry, bro, but I'm not trying to look like the Rock from the 90s every time I step out the house, or dress like I'm going to a wedding every day. Some occasions deserve the fitted clothes, and some deserve the baggy clothes. That's all it is. Because fashion has always been the one thing that's progressed and changed depending on its time. So why would you want to stay one style forever without trying different things? If people treated fashion like his thinking forever, then we'd still be wearing those 1800s outfits. This is the type of thinking older generations still have, though. Like, he low-key gives me the vibes of what a woman in her 50s would dream as their one-night stand. Universally with fashion though, I think we've all been way more open to changing up things in our generation. I mean, in 2017, we're dressing like this and we realized,
oh my god, chat, do y'all remember the hype beast era? The hype beast era where niggas, I ain't gonna lie, I was a part of that era low-key. I got me my little Bape shirt. Chat, I got me the little #Bape shirt with the half black and the camo on the left side. The show picture on the right side of me. But listen though, and I got the Supreme headband with that bitch too. I was a part of the hype beast. Yeah, I was part of that train. I ain't gonna lie. Had to get me a little something. You feel me? But now wearing like a little Bape shit. That's it. Calm now. Just don't overdo it. You feel me? Just don't be no cornball. You can't wear the whole Bape shirt with the Bape shirt, Bape hoodie, Bape shorts, Bape socks with the Bape. That's some 2016 shit. You feel me? That's some right scum. That's some right scum. This shit. You know what I mean? Like, we can't go back to those days. That's bad looks. I ain't gonna lie.
We gotta change this up. But then you go out actually putting that on, and you're gonna have some older family member side-eyeing you, thinking you might swing the other way because you wanted to dress nice. A thing you'll hear some women say online is the phrase, men used to go to war. And it's used as an insult online, usually when it's a man doing something perceived more feminine. When I say perceived more feminine too, it really doesn't even have to be that. It could just be him doing something fun. It's to the point where some of them will literally record random men in public to make fun of them for it.
Man used to go to work. Bro, man's just enjoying his drink and probably doing an essay a 15-page essay that has to do from his fucking college essay, like exam or some shit. Bro, just they're just taking a picture on a nice staircase. And they holding their fist up. They might be boxers. Who knows? You might give it the left right jab. You don't know.
Like, all bro did in the first video was drink a frappe he bought with his hard-earned money. And all they did in the other was take a picture at a staircase. And by the way, there's a more than 100% chance men built those stairs. So I'd be damned as a man if I can't take pictures of something I build. I'll take a million pictures if I want to. The whole men used to go to war thing doesn't make sense to me because, for one, millions of men still do go to war all over the world. Like, do you not read the news or something? There's about a war started every week nowadays. And for the men at war in the past, do you think they actually wanted to be there? Men had zero choice but to be in the war. They would literally draft your name out a hat and you had to be in the field, or your ass was getting sent to prison to eternally be a named Bubba's prison wife. Also, there's a lot of countries where men around the world are still required to be
so yes. Oh, so you have to say yes there. South America, you have to say yes to be in the military. You can say no. The jury. You can say no in Canada. You can say some parts of Africa you can say no to. Yes, you have to say majority. Unclear is, what's this up here, chat? Y'all know what this is up here? What is this? Is this Australia, by the way? Oh, I'm so bad. Oh, no. This is bad. My discography, my geography is so bad. Oh, I know this is Africa. I know this is South Africa, right? Like down here. This America, Canada. Australia is bottom right. Right here or right here? Oh no, chat, we gotta do the geography game, bro. I'm gonna do so bad, but freak it. I'm gonna do so bad.
In the military. Like in South Korea, BTS had to stop for a while because some of the members had to do their mandatory military service. And this type of president to me probably isn't the best
Shout out to BTS.
Because if y'all really do want it to go back to men fighting in wars and stuff, as a man, as soon as you turn 18, you're getting sent on your way to serve your duties. Then be prepared as a woman. If you don't cook for your husband one day, you and the children got a 50% chance of getting beat.
Damn.
Because that's what the older generations of men did. Like, I really don't think you want to be in that generation. And then you go in the comment sections of these videos and it's women saying things like, men are so princessy now, or so many princesses. I also get confused by this too, because isn't it mainly women saying men need to be more tapped in their emotions? Like, for decades the complaint has always been that men are so emotionless and never like to express themselves, and that definitely is true a lot of times. You try to talk to any man over 60 about mental health or therapy and they go, mental health? My mental health was working 128-hour work weeks at 10 years old and walking 5 miles to school after and then walking 5 miles back to finish the day. Then going on my grandpa's boat and fishing 5 fish a day for the entire family to eat. Mental health is something you made up after the 2000s. That was my impression of a blue-collar worker. Then when men nowadays actually try to express themselves, we're sassy and princesses. This just shows me that a lot of y'all saying this will say one thing online, then act completely different when it comes to actual situations.
Chat, have you ever got called stop being soft
men used to go to war are serious and they're just joking? But it's one of those things where it's so many people saying it, everyone can't be joking about it. I didn't realize this until I grew up, but in our generation, there's still a ton of women that want to live that more traditional lifestyle. Because all you would see on ads and online for years, it was all about independence for women and living that lifestyle. Which, if it works for you,
and see, chat, there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with showing your emotion, bro. Be it so. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? If you just growing up like that, like, you know what I'm saying? stop showing so much emotion. You know what I'm saying? It's cool though. We get older, start showing your little emotions some more. It's okay to be a little, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? You got that friend or you got a girl, you know what I'm saying? You can show your emotions too a little bit. Show that emotion, bro. We all can't be tough all the time. You feel me? But it's cool though. It's cool though. It's cool though.
For you, that's amazing. You know, I don't got no complaints. But then as I grew up and would ask the
I told her
women
to stop
around
crying
in my
that
life
too.
what they wanted for the future,
You like
you know,
that.
when I became college age and everybody's
like
trying
that,
to
man.
figure out what they want to do with their life, I would hear a surprising amount of them saying the more traditional thing and maybe working a side job just so they're not bored. Nothing wrong with that either. Should I know in the future for me, I'm gonna provide the best I can for whoever I'm with. As long as the relationship is healthy, it really shouldn't concern anyone. Then a couple of years ago, that thing blew up on TikTok called Trad Wives, where it's pretty much women
Trad
talking
wife?
about their traditional lifestyle and what they live like. Can this lifestyle turn into a toxic thing? Yes. But that's why you have to have a group of good people around you to tell you when it may be turning into that. You know, it can turn real quick from happily married with kids and living your dream lifestyle to you overcooking the chicken one day and getting RKO'd on the dining room table. I think there is a correlation of this type of lifestyle starting to trend
What
more
the
and
fuck?
more, and you know, men getting called sassy and zesty and online. You know, this is just my view, but I wasn't really seeing this ramp up like this until recently. People be forgetting there's a large
So
amount
I've
of
never
women
seen
who
this.
also have the traditional mindset
Yo,
of thinking too.
you know what's another thing, bro? TikTok has so many different sides. Like, yo, TikTok has so many different. Like, my TikTok may be different than your TikTok. Then your TikTok might be different to your girl's TikTok. Then your girl's TikTok might be different to your friend's TikTok. Then your friend's TikTok might be different than his friend's TikTok. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. There's so many different type of TikToks, bro. Like, oh my. Like, there's so many different type of like TikTok feeds, bro, I've ever seen. Like, yo, it's actually so crazy. It's actually so insane.
Anyways, to wrap everything up, as a man, you shouldn't be crashing out and angry over your girl asking you if you want to get a pedicure with her, and be worried you're gonna get perceived as
Your
sassy
algorithm,
online.
that-
if people
yeah,
see it.
bro.
Maybe it's just
It
the
is.
name. If they
And
called
it's so
it a
crazy.
manly
It just-
feet cleaning,
this
I wonder if
baffles
more
me.
men would be open to
That's a
doing
big
it.
word.
Like,
I
it's
like that.
fine to take care of your skin and make sure you're looking right, and you can do all this while also doing the traditional, more manly stuff, like locking in with the gym and lifting and providing for whoever you're with in life. I could just
That is
never
true.
take
That
it
is
serious
true.
if another person is trying to call me sassy online because of something. So yeah, let me know what y'all think. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As
Twitter,
always, I
Insta-
love you guys consensually. And until next
Okay.
time, I'm out.
He's out. He's out. He's out. Tommy NFG, thanks for another great video, my brother. Yeah, man. There's nothing wrong with being yourself, man. Be yourself. If you want to open up with your feelings, that open up, bruh. Open up.
Sassy Man.